Yeah, I thought we came in, I told our guys, told everybody pregame too, I gave them a good 10, 15 minutes when we got here to, get out your phone, look, this place is really cool. Obviously, it's the Braves Park. Let's get all that out of the way, and then after that, we're putting it away, and it's back to playing baseball and respecting the game and coming out and just, you versus the hitter, hitters versus the pitcher, and it doesn't matter how big the park is, the bases are still 90 feet, mound's still 60 feet, 6 inches.
Devin Obey, the opposite field, when to break that 2-2 tie, then Kobe comes up, gets a 2-run shot right off the. It's kind of the same thing you guys have done at Foley Field all year long.
Yeah, I thought the game was really slow for Kobe tonight. I'll start with him. He got a pitch out over the plate. A lot of people forget how many homers he hit last year. I think he had 18 last year. He's got a lot of juice in his bat. And then what Devin's been doing, Devin got a pitch and backed it up, and obviously he's very strong and was able to run it out of here and break that tie. But no, those were big.
What stood about the pitch tonight? Of course, 10 different guys that drove. Troy had a great inning, struck out, and then George closed that very strong as well.
Yeah, no, very proud of those guys. We throw a lot of guys midweek. I didn't think the moment got too big for them, which you can. I think we had a pretty big crowd here tonight, probably 15,000 or so, and they were calm out there. I thought we attacked the strike zone for the most part. I could go down the line and talk about all 10 of them. I thought they all did things well. Jordan right there. I thought Matthew Hoskins was really good. Just missed on a few there in the 8th, but all in all, very proud of our pitching staff.
What has Nate Taylor done to earn this?
Yeah, Nate's, I tell you what, Nate's been working really hard. His bullpens have been really good. I thought he was electric. Throwing some change-ups. Zach Harris is another guy too. Who's starting to get more time. Both those guys have been working really hard. Obviously, you guys know we keep a lot of analytics and measure a lot of different things. With that in mind, those two guys, have earned the right to get out there.
On the interference a second, they just say that no one didn't slide, or what was the call on that?
They said he bumped. You don't have to slide. I don't want to get into the. You can't. But they actually said he made contact with him, and that's where the rule gets a little wonky. I didn't think he made contact. I couldn't get a really good angle. Yeah.
So you're now 3-0, maybe 3.5-0 against Georgia Tech. How important is it to win these in-state rivalries?
It's very important, but I think, with the league we play in, it's more important to come out and play good baseball, right? They're a really, really good team. I don't want to misspeak here, but I think maybe they're at the top of the ACC. I don't know if they're leading or tied. I know they've got a few more games than some other people. For us, it was more about, hey, we're going to play a good baseball team, regardless of where they are, whether they're, who they are, what their jersey says. We're playing a quality team, and we want to go out and play good baseball against those, because that's what we're heading to Vanderbilt, and that's what we're going to get.
It seems like you guys keep, these big moments since last weekend, every weekend, of course, you mentioned these high leverage. But what does it say about your group that always seems to step up to the plate and not let these moments get too big?
Yeah, we work a lot on slowing the game down. I alluded to it a little earlier. We try not to get caught up in the illusion of the competition. We can ask and pose the question to all our hitters, hey, we've all hit 95, 98 off a pitching machine and done it. The only difference, in the game now is that there's people in the stands, the lines are chalked, and there's another team out there. So we work a lot in practice on slowing the game down for moments just like this.
I know this game on paper is just another Tuesday in April, but what does it mean to beat Georgia Tech at Truist Park during the season?
Yeah, no, it's special for our players. A lot of these guys grew up playing against these guys their whole career, and select ball and high school, and so the rivalry is real. And don't get me wrong, we enjoy it. We enjoy winning. But we've got to be ready to compete in our league. It just doesn't quit. We played number 1 and number 2 the last 2 weekends. And we got number whoever this week and number whoever the next week, and so you can't lose focus. You want to just come out and play good baseball. They can really, really pitch. Well, I tell you what, they pound the strike zone. They've got probably 7 guys that are really, really good with velocity, movement. They got a couple left-handers in there that can really match up. So it's going to be a good test for us.
You got time for one more?
How do you summarize going to the SEC and the gauntlet that it is within the midweeks that y'all have, playing the top 15 Georgia Tech, playing the top 10 Clemson, and just the confidence that you have in the offense, but let alone the pitching staff that continues to improve and gain confidence, let alone playing a rivalry game at a big league ballpark like this?
Yeah, I give the guys a lot of story of my time when I coached in, the big leagues. It's like, 2020, we won our division. But we had three teams in our division that year who made the playoffs, Cleveland and the White Sox. And, I said, guys, man, it's every day. I mean, you want to play professional baseball at the highest level, play in a division like that, or currently like what's going on in the AL East. I mean, that's a gauntlet right now. And to play professional baseball, you have to show up every day. You can't take pitches off. You can't take at bats off. And so we talk a lot about it. And I think that's what you're seeing right now is these guys are really locked in, trying not to give away at bats. Doesn't mean you're always going to get a hit. Doesn't mean you're always going to strike the guy out. You're going to walk a guy. You're going to strike out. But can we learn and grow from each experience? And I think that's what we're doing. So,
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.